Hello and welcome back to another Space Engineers showcase video. In today's video, we're looking at another transport ship, and this one is called the TS-60 Starhauler, which is this lovely thing right here. So this is a medium-sized ship designed around transporting cargo from one place to another. It's completely unarmed, so it will require an escort if you're going through dangerous territories. Pressing F10 and finding the Starhauler in the spawn menu, there it is. This thing is 953 small blocks using the decorative block number 1 and the Sparks of the Future DLC packs. And we can see here in the description everything it can do. So let's just give that a little thumbs up and we'll go around the outside. So coming all the way around to here, this is the very front. Because we have an offset cockpit, we have got a camera front and center to help fly this thing and to line it up if we need to dock up into a tight place. Just below that, we've got an antenna to make sure we can always find this, and we can see some good use of the coloured blocks and some interior lights. If we move around the side here, we're going to see some carbon fibre black blocks along the top there, and the start of many ion thrusters that go all the way around this ship. We can see some more interior lights right there just to add some nice decorative glow to the ship, and the start of a few large cargo containers. We also have this right here, which is a spotlight on a hinge on a rotor, which is being used just to light up the area, and it does kind of make it look like a submarine searching through the ocean when you zoom away. Let's just come back over to here, and then continuing along, we'll see our industrial cockpit, which is just sitting on the side there, which is how we're going to fly this, and right behind there, we can see a conveyor going into it, which is how it's being pumped up with oxygen, and a battery sitting right behind it. Dropping down just below here, we can see the bottoms of even more large cargo containers, and then a large ion thruster right there to help with our stopping. Moving along, we can see some more ion thrusters for the left and the right, as well as a connector there to load or unload the goods in our ship. Towards the back, we've got a bunch of hydrogen tanks and small hydrogen thrusters, just to help us when we're in a low gravity atmosphere. Moving all the way around to the back here, this is what's going to push us around. 2 large hydrogen thrusters as well as 2 large ion thrusters when we're in space. Putting my light on so it's a bit easier to see in here, these are our tanks and there's our ion thrusters. If we come up and above here, we've got these little fins attached onto the back of our hydrogen tanks, which come all the way up to some more interior lights. Moving along the very top there, more hydrogen thrusters as well as some more white blocks just covering everything up. And we can see over here 2 sneaky little spotlights just for some added decoration. As we move towards the front, there's some more ion thrusters to help us on our up and down, some more interior lights which do look great when they glow up in the dark. Then moving towards the front here, we've got some small cargo containers just to store some bits and bobs in there if you wanted to, and then some ladders just for some decoration, or for a passenger to try and hold on for dear life before they get thrown off. Then at the very front here, we can see some more ion thrusters. Moving all the way down and underneath here, there's not going to be too much to talk about under here. We can just see the bottoms of some ion thrusters, a bunch of black carbon fibre blocks, and then there's the bottom of our cockpit with the opposite side, I'll just quickly touch on, being covered up by some nice black blocks, and there is the battery right there. But yes, continuing along here, there's some more spotlights to help land this thing all the way down. There's a bunch more small ion thrusters, and there's the ones for the left and right, and we can see the connector on the opposite side there. Then moving all the way towards the back, there's some more hydrogen thrusters. And there we go. So it's a bloody fantastic design with everything is going on with it, and I do love the offset cockpit design. It does help a lot with the more brickier face that a lot of ships tend to go for, or at least a lot of my ships usually end up going for when I try to make a front cockpit, so having an offset one generally looks a lot more fancier. Yes, with that all done and out of the way, it's time for me to grab hold of my character, and we can go through the hotbar. So number 1 is going to be to view our camera straight forwards and to fly this thing around. We can zoom all the way in at the alien planet right over there and zoom all the way out. Number 2 is going to be for our spotlights at the front here, so we can switch them on and off as we please, and they can just keep searching around with whatever they're doing. 5 is going to be for our batteries to switch to auto or recharge. Number 7 is going to be for our beacon on and off. 8 for our antenna on and off. And at number 9 is going to be for our hinges. Just coming over to here and pressing number 9. We can now fold our spotlights in, or we can fold them all the way out, like so. we'll just tuck them in for the moment. Tab number 2, 3 and 4, everything else is empty, so it's time to fly this thing around. So moving forwards, this is what we get with both our hydrogen and ion going. We have got some nice speed there, we take very short amount of time to reach our maximum speed, and then stopping as well is going to be pretty good, but it's going to be a lot slower than simply holding forwards, so you can always do a 180 and boost forwards to stop yourself a lot faster. Moving left and moving right, we've got some nice speed there, and then going down and going up, again we've got a nice lot of speed with that. Then wiggling my mouse around, this is what we get for our controls. We are extremely floaty on here to the point that it might be a good idea to turn down the gyroscopes just a little bit, just to make it a bit more meatier on the controls. As for that is pretty much it for the TS-60 Starhauler. Just coming into the control menu very quickly and looking for our cargo containers. Here we go. We can see that we got 4 large cargo containers, 1 medium, and then a bunch more small, so we can carry quite a lot of stuff inside here. So there we go, we can carry 15,000 inside each of the large ones, 3,300 in the medium, and then only 125 for the small ones, but the small ones will be more for oxygen bottles and maybe ammunition for your gun. But like I said, that is pretty much it for the TS-60 Starhauler. It's a very nice little ship if you did want to do a spot of trading. It might also be a good idea if you were going to use this for trading to shove on a jump drive attachment, just make a small little thing to clip onto one of your connectors on the side there, and then just jump from station to station to try and avoid any form of combat if you don't have a convoy, just to help you get around in dangerous areas. Yes, there'll be a link to this in the description below if you do wish to play around with it yourself, and I'll be back with another video some point soon. Bye bye.